Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Cool. Good morning, everybody. I'm CBS19 Meteorologist Joel Robinson. Thanks so much for joining us today on this lovely Thursday morning. We're currently streaming live on our CBS19 Plus streaming app, as well as YouTube and Facebook. So thanks so much for joining us. We're going to be going over some minor rain chances and what we could see over the next few days and into next week. But first, we're taking a look at our our satellite and radar. Actually, we have a little bit of activity off to our south in kind of some of our southern parts of the viewing area, getting in on some shower activity. Let's take a zoom in here. And yeah, just a couple of showers. This is kind of what we were expecting as we move through at least the afternoon hours. We're a little bit ahead of schedule here on some of this shower and thunderstorm activity, but mainly just showers. Not really seeing too much out of the way of lightning at all, but some showers heading into Nacogdoches County, kind of exiting Houston County, moving into Cherokee County at this time. We also are watching a few showers and thunderstorms moving out of Shelby County at this time, but overall still remaining pretty dry. There's a lot of dry space between these showers, so there's plenty of opportunity to dry out, and that's basically going to be the case as we continue on through today. Rainfall yesterday, definitely a lot in some locations, 1 to 2 inches across a couple of locations here, just below 2.5 here as we look at Thomas, just over 2 inches as we watch, as we look at Pittsburgh, a little under 1.5 inches as we look at Center, 1.15 for Pisgah, and just under 1 inch for Mineola. So kind of scattered around the area. Luckily, not really expecting any heavy downpours today. It will be mainly just light showers that kind of move in and move out pretty quickly. And that's going to be the case for not only today, but we go into tomorrow expecting the same thing, as well as Saturday. I may have to tweak rain chances a little bit on Saturday, as I do think some of the latest data suggests that we may be even drier as we move into Saturday. But Sunday does present a little bit more of a chance to see some more widespread. It's still going to be isolated to scattered, but it'll be more of a widespread chance across East Texas. It won't just be limited to deep East Texas like we're seeing today. And then we go down to, once again, a 20% chance, and much lesser chance to see rain. I think most of us staying dry for Monday, and then dry altogether as we go into next week. Let's take a look at future skycast. So we had a couple of showers on our radar, on our satellite and radar, moving across deep East Texas, but by and large, as we continue on through the rest of this afternoon and evening, we'll have high temperatures approaching the low to mid 90s, with feels like temperatures crossing that triple-digit mark across much of the area. We're dry for the overnight, and we're dry for the morning as we look at Friday. We start things off with temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and then some more showers try to make their way into the area, specifically over deep East Texas, as we move into tomorrow afternoon and evening around dinner time. And we'll have temperatures around the low to mid 90s. Some of us even getting up to 95 as this data suggests. But the showers and thunderstorms will quickly fade away. Again, very much isolated, in and out kind of sort of thing there as we watch those rain chances tomorrow and potentially even Saturday. We'll kind of see. Latest data suggests here that Saturday we're going to be pretty dry for the morning and potentially pretty dry as we look at Saturday afternoon and evening. Notice temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s, kind of a mix of clouds and sun out there. Overall, staying pretty dry across the area. As we look at rainfall over the next 7 days, not really seeing all that much. I think maybe some of us could possibly get up to ½ an inch to maybe ¼ of an inch, but look at that. Only maybe seeing between 1/100 of an inch to maybe 1/10 of an inch. So not a whole lot of opportunity for rain as we move forward into the next 7 days. And that's why our pool forecast is looking awesome. Not only for today, but for the next several days in a row. So if you have any outdoor plans, whether that be, yard work or hanging out by the pool, it's definitely going to be a nice next few days to do so. We got temperatures definitely on the hot side, so temperatures in the low to mid 90s, and that's going to be the case over the next several days. If you have to walk your dog, going to be a great day to do so. I got green paws all the way through this afternoon. It's going to be a gorgeous day out there. Temperatures near the upper 80s to low 90s, so certainly, if you have to be outside and if you are walking your dog today, definitely make sure to take some water with you too, because it's definitely going to be on the hot side as well. But as we move into tonight, we cool down quite a bit. We go down back to the low to mid 70s, so nice and comfortable to start. It'll be nice and clear and certainly warm and humid. So it's going to feel a little sticky out there overnight and into tomorrow morning. Our feels like temperatures across the board as we look at Friday afternoon. Notice a lot of locations seeing triple digits out there, if not the upper 90s. So another hot day in store for East Texas. And I think some similar conditions are going to be possible as we go into today as well. And as we look at the next 7 days, notice we heat up, especially into next week. See Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday hovering around 95 to 96, but very, very little opportunity for rain. So we have 20% again for Thursday, that's today. Friday, tomorrow, we have another 20% chance, kind of a copy and paste deal from today right into tomorrow. And I think Saturday could potentially be a little bit more dry. We'll kind of see how data kind of progresses as we continue on through the next 48 hours. But I think so far it looks dry altogether, if not maybe a couple of isolated pop-up showers. But you notice we have temperatures around 94 degrees, so we certainly have the heat available and the low temperatures in the low to mid 70s, so we have that humidity in there as well. We have more of a chance to see some isolated showers and thunderstorms across East Texas as we look at Sunday, and then we really start to wind down next week as a much hotter and drier pattern comes into the area. So 95 to potentially 96 degrees. I'm really, really curious to see how that will hold up for sure, because we've had data in the past suggest maybe 95 to 96 degrees, last week. So we'll kind of see and watch really closely at what these numbers or how these numbers actually pan out. So we'll keep an eye on the forecast, but there is the potential for middle 90s to upper 90s. Either way, it's going to be hot and much drier as we move forward. So that's kind of what we have. It's a very, very quiet forecast, which is a really good thing, right? Absolutely good thing, especially because we had so much rain yesterday in some locations. So it's nice to be able to get outside and not have to worry about getting wet at all. So that's going to be the forecast going forward here. We'll keep an eye on Sunday. That's kind of the highest chance of rain, even though it's only at a 30%. It's only isolated thunderstorms, but we'll keep an eye on things there. Notice we have a high temperature around 92. I think there is a potential for a cold front to try to make its way into East Texas, but data suggests right now that the cold front stalls and weakens north. But some of the residual moisture and thunderstorms that form off the cold front could potentially make its way into East Texas. That's why we have a 92-degree high, so a little bit cooler because of maybe some more widespread rain chances and cloud cover, at least from the cold front. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's going to be our day to watch for at this point. But after that, we're nice and dry, and we will keep an eye on temperatures for next week. So that is what we're looking at for this next week. I have some more updated information for you on the noon show, so I hope to see you there. But for now, thanks for joining me.